It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Colts and the Vikings, next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go play action with Eason. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Eason. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 53 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Give left side here for Nwangwu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Nwangwu. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On second down now, it's Lynch. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. On third down, they go Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun is Eason. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken at the 23. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, it's Lynch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back to Nwangu again on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Eason sets to throw it. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, one more time. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Intended receiver there is Quintez Cephas. Throwing is Eason. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Mond. And he's got this to Jefferson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing on second and long. Eason, open man is Galladay, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. That'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because
they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Khari Willis. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now Eason. Eason gets hit and the ball pops free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second down, Lynch. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Another run down for Nwangu. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake. Mond. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mond now off of play action. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Handoff here to Nwangu. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give running left with Lynch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got...
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quintez Cephus. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Eason. It's Kelce on the ground. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here. Mon. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangwu with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 1st and 10, Eason. That's caught by Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jacob Eason scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up third down.
On third down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. They'll run for it with Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They try again with Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work.
He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on second and long.
Eason. He gets this complete to Cephas.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun is Eason.
Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Eason to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Let's go. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Eason sets to throw it.
This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They start the drive with Lynch. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?